Hello, welcome back to Pump with Purpose. I'm just popping on to talk to you a little bit about supplements. So, it is a long, drawn out controversy that I'm not even going to address that part. Because, again, it's person dependent, and I feel that people have to do what is best for them. What I do want to address is the use of supplements and a way to think about using them if you are going to use them. If that is not a part of your journey, I completely understand. I would be a complete liar if I sat here in front of you and said that I've never tried a supplement. I can sit in front of you and say that the key to milk creation is milk removal. No amount of supplements will ever take the place of effectively removing milk to create milk. I'm gonna put a pin in that because that's what I believe. That's what I know to be true. But I do know that there are people that are using supplements. And I see if that is their decision, that is their choice. I support that. I just want to talk to you a little bit about if you are going to use supplements. Because I always want to say, regardless of how you breastfeed, the first 12 weeks are critical. If you want to do one thing like nurse, one thing like pump, or a combination of both like nursing and pumping, whatever way you're doing it, the first 12 weeks are critical to what your goals are. Regardless, milk supply is critical within the first 12 weeks. So I always highly recommend, depending on your goals, you may need to talk to someone to make sure you are reaching those goals, or your first 12 weeks are set up in a way that can be a promotion of that to help you do that. Because what I get usually is people right before they're about to go to work try to build a milk supply, or they see a decrease and they are dangerously taking supplements in order to increase their milk supply, when during the first 12 weeks having that conversation, or even during the prenatal period, to be effective for the first 12 weeks is instrumental. If you know nothing else about lactation, about breastfeeding, please know that the first 12 weeks are very, 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 very critical. So I say that to say, usually I see people that are starting their pumping journeys, exclusively from the beginning, or they are waiting until they're going back to work or an event is happening and they're stressed out trying to increase their supply, or they see a decrease in their supply once their milk regulates at around 12 weeks. I see so much, but usually that month 4 through 12, and really 4 through 9, honestly, is the point that I see a lot of people taking a lot of supplements. And again, that is a personal decision, but let me just say this so you don't do it in a way that can be harmful. I always recommend booking a session to talk about what you're going to take and how you're going to take it. But I will say this on the record for the Pump with Purpose community and anyone watching this. If you're going to take something one at a time. And don't start out just taking it, because by doing so, it can really impact your supply. If you are wanting to try supplements and you're trying 3 things at a time, you won't know what is having a positive impact and you won't know what is having a negative impact if you're doing all of it at the same time. So if you're going to do something, take one thing at a time. And if you're going to start out, ease into it. Like if you're going to start out taking 4 and 5 pills a day and it has a negative impact, that can be a lot on your system to take. Make sure your body is going to handle whatever you're going to take well. Make sure your baby is going to handle it. If you start to notice changes in your child as you are starting to take something, gassiness, stomach griping, just anything funny, diet is one of them, but sometimes supplements can be the other thing. Please, please, please take in consideration what you're doing and really, really watch closely as you're doing it. And if you're not seeing a positive impact, don't think that taking 10, 15 days worth of it's going to help. It may be the opposite impact. So if you're not getting your goals met, you may need to reassess. And I'm not going to promote one way or another or great supplements to take. I really want to, because in lactation, being a lactation professional, supplements is prescribing. So, I really want to help you to understand that there are herbs and things that are in these supplements that can impact supply. And I personally don't want to carry that burden. So if you are interested in talking through it, if you're seeing issues, if you're seeing negative impacts on supplements, you may need to talk to me, someone, and it doesn't even have to be me, because I don't want it to cost your journey. So please, this is a thing that, before it gets to that, work from the beginning to have the ability to have a good start, because that helps. If I didn't start out in a certain way, I wouldn't be pumping from 50 ounces down. Like I wouldn't. I mean, I literally had a good start, and I firmly believe in having a good starting place based on where you are and what your body can handle. And so I always caution when using supplements and using supplements in the first 12 weeks. Like, your hormones are already all over the place. So, let's talk through that. Like, if you're really feeling like you really need to, you may need to like seek and talk with a doctor. You may really need to see, because pumping is anything in lactation is gradual. I mean, you can just see what you're doing in pumping. So you can actually see what you're getting in pumping and not just going by cues. Like, you can see your milk and what is happening. So it's just easier to realize or think to say, oh, I'm not producing enough. That's one of the questions I get. Am I making enough? Am I producing enough? And I'm like, it just depends. What are you doing first? Like, how are you pumping? How are you, how often are you pumping? When are you pumping? Are you not pumping at night? Like, there are so many things that go into the story behind milk production. But I want to reiterate that regardless, please know that, it's up to the person. And I will never, ever shame someone for using supplements if that is their choice. But let's talk about it, because there are supplements that are well known to cause a decrease in supply. And I don't want to say the supplement, because the second I say the supplement, someone's going to say, well, upon what purpose? I took that and I had a great journey. Yes, that is amazing. But there are some that can cause a decrease in supply. But you have to know those things. Let's talk through like where your plan is, and like looking through the ingredients. Like, you can't just like go buy some lactation treats or go buy some supplements and not see what's in them. You just can't. Also, making sure you're taking a good prenatal vitamin, that you're taking a good lactation supplement vitamin, like making sure that you are starting out from a place that's giving your body the fuel, making sure you are staying hydrated, all of those things, have a well-balanced diet. And I'm not saying like to drink oodles of water, and I'm not saying to like eat everything every day in your house, but there are things that can be done before going the supplement route and before spending all of that, into it. And it's nothing wrong with it, but having the conversation before doing something, knowing what to look for, knowing, when to do it, how to do it. All of those things are very important and always worth working with someone that is going to be supportive of your goals, and not just say, go try this. I tried it. It worked for me, because it's out here hurting others in their journey. And I can't be a part of that. And so that is why I want to say, please don't hesitate to book a session to talk through those things with me. It is in my Linktree link in my bio. I am more than happy to talk with you about whatever it is, whenever it is to help you reach your pumping goals. But I just wanted to let you know a little bit about supplements, and if you are going to take them, please, please, please take it with caution, and know that regardless, milk creation is from effective milk removal. So until next time, we'll pump with purpose.